spring training presented by Tampa. First pitch is grounded for the first time since 2000. So working this game with the AB.
2024, he got off to a bumper. He had an ERA around 9.
There's a ground ball, backhanded by
And used the word awkward to describe us in the 95 postseason. It's the 6-man and a 5-man rotation.
And they get to keep the challenge if they're right.
In action and
coming up throwing is Dominguez.
And you probably think everything is
center field
more than any. He's won 6 major league, depending on who has the game-winning hit. But time he's ever been to Steinbrenner Field
Park during 2025.
Their neighbors to use their more times. Report on one of our hot stove shows, and the Rays are going to benefit from that.
Part of spring training, but they single here in the spring. Guys, massage rooms, just about take a look because it is unbelievable. Has to have a humidor for the balls, guys.
Michael, he talked about exactly what had happened, and he said that was
going back. Morel, it's over his head. You'll see Goldschmidt is heading toward third
and change that across his line. Be Dominguez.
Ground ball in the World Series and the series before that.
You were able to succeed. You've got a grand third. The areas you can turn for improvement
in the offseason, so that backup catcher.
He's a very interesting candidate for that back.
Marcus Stroman goes 1. Trey Moore with the Yankees, 6 games, 5 starts.
Numbers, even at AAA, he had an batters hit only 220 other pitchers throughout the year, and the Yankees
down. It's that sort of industry.
I remember talking to Warren last, but he's someone who throws fast.
And they averaged 38.6 starts by pitch.
We've now seen him
pops it up, backing up the veteran goal.
Not to mention the persistent questions around.
There will be parameters.
Ancient policy that I don't think below the collar, above.
Took over the Yankees in '73, as we see Reyes with and detail all of her in Tampa. He said he's.
We don't want to ever be in the Yankees did as Peraza drops in a single.
Brenner, both of you guys mentioned him. How think? And in speaking to Garrett Cole, he said this just is from Duck Dynasty. That's all I know. The policy a little bit.
So many of them have beards. Shaved it off because that's the rule. In the authentic jerseys, caps, hoodie for 2-0 Yankees. Cameron Mitt.
Over 10 last year against him for the ride.
Grounded
here at the major league level against Warren. The
struck out looking in the first inning against Mark.
Had some injuries that he fought through last year, only to the White Sox. And the White
212 average with runners in scoring position.
Do what Kevin Cash is able.
Goldschmidt, he'll get the force at second. So low on first, that brings up 7 home run in the Dominican.
Had an on-base percentage of shade with Yadier Molina. So
lined into the corner.
I do too, Michael, and remember, you want your closer potentially to get that strike.
2 outs, runner on first base. Yankees lead 2. He regains. Stopping at second is in the minor leagues last year.
Winterfield, Michael, because you want the rookie. Bellinger, there will be some days as in left field and letting him mature and grow.
Willing to play anywhere.
Of Dominguez in left field last season. I don't think
on the right side. Who's going to get it? Time now. Leads off against Eric Orson to be here. His dad won 2 Yankee Stadium, Jack.
Yeah, rookie of the pesky player, Michael, on those 90.
Smith, an RBI double. 5 games, 11 and 24. Here's 39, also helped by the Yankees. The American League Rookie of the Year. Played very well, but the Yankees think
bases in 46 well.
Off. Could it be in the middle of the order?
Volpe.
So each team gets 2. If you
noticed, he tried to frame that. He tried to
soft to short, booted
down the line as every player should. Mexican League winter ball.
So highly thought of him. Do such a great job.
That skill.
And it's popped up foul. There's a specialized strike zone for each. Low is there. Love him. Been here for a while.
Part of the firm.
Brubaker in and Rourke.
Not something done lightly. Those few years, and then it just felt like the right time. And had this policy was significant.
And was the headline before the game.
You know, I feel like Will has know how to stay away from trouble that he creates in the swing
after the basketball accident.
You like this? He's still hitting ground balls. Yeah. At Michael. Yeah.
To get your 2025 Yankees ticket.
It was around during that's where he actually put up some good numbers, 8-6. So he's somebody who, because
Turned to 500 because they're pitching Oswald Peraza.
Because as we see Reyes, if he does not make the 26-man off one more time.
Reyes leads off second, 3-1 count.
Barely hit above 200. Pursue in free agency in the
Spot, but we always say
18th ends up with an injury.
2 men on, 2-2 count, nobody out here.
5th.
He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored short. There's one.
As his opportunity to have it, not going to get sent down to AAA.
1-1, strikeout. Right in on the hands, popped up. You see the boats.
He was drafted by the Yankees out of.
Also will score. Why not? Here's Jeff.
Good.
And there he goes.
Oh, wow.
Nice, right?
Trying to be back out there, body, mind, raw. I always feel like I really believe that moving your body.
With this year, as the Yankees said, probably 8 on his UCL, so we got it when it matters most, so they're going to slow play.
And the sports health aren't going full bore for the.
Funny, I asked Austin Wells today if he has a date in the days thereafter to see if a ray of sunshine for everyone at the.
Left.
Skies hit to left field. Dominguez. We go to the box. Joey Gerber. Kevin Cass so far. We thank you for joining us today.
Interestingly enough, though, here.
Fly ball.
Side between he and
Trevino deal.
do the OPS 456.
He's hit as it drops behind Mons in a moment. That's Peraza.
So how did you feel out there?
Yeah, it felt great today. Frustrating, but feeling good after that. You know, with the post-World Series, it's kind of a little bit off, and then cranked it up, you know, kind of start that progression. So might have been had like this come back around here, and we're able to learn so much.
Oh, we thank Clark Schmidt and
There's Ron Guidry. There's Andy Pat.
that one's line. Done that and excelled.
Yeah, I think he's facing him and with Fried and Ron Guidry. And
Heard Clark Schmidt talk about it, having Roger
But he said today he almost felt a little bit day.
mobile and informative with his interview.
Wiles, a new Rays pitcher. Man.
Spent most of last year on surgery, then he had back surgery.
On the Gotham Sports app. So we
You see what he did at Triple.
average in the majors over 200.
Coat, Andrew Velasquez.
As you can see in center field. But yeah, temperature, I do not believe it.
I don't know, Meredith. My trusty apps.
In Florida. Day 2, just saying.
We got the gloves. Oh, technically, I would say that's
When that happened. And you know,
2 outs, 1 man on. We're in the bottom of the. With your existing Yes app username.
6-6 than any other pitch. Bullpen was taking shape this offseason. Few other relievers give you. Back racers.
First game that we're doing, Simpson.
Coming. I do think that eventually you're going to see that. I like ball strike call, but I think of Galarraga.
Strikeouts in that game. Fly ball.
In the Yankee universe.
Lead it off against Rayshon for us. Some pretty good offensive numbers.
And normally that's going to.
Etzel toward the line. Field. You've got to know your home field ability about it. That one's popped up on
Those dimensions in right field.
for a while. But Lombard
Coach of the Detroit Tigers.
up the middle, grabbed by Murray.
Training last year, and he was.
Hope he take ground balls, and he said as well.
And that's a great observation. His all defensively, that's what makes career that. Wow, I wish he had a.
He goes, you know, you have a bad day. Outside.
Old kid coming up and playing it. His great grandfather.
One's grounded to short. Stevens spent
To the University of Texas.
In front of Mangum, so pinch hit sing.
302 average,
Less than third and nobody out for the Yanks in the bottom.
season at AAA.
Angled the center, 1 for 2.
Hole. Now you're already down to 7.
Played by Mangum. He's going to fire first.
There wasn't attempting to go home. He was going to take that.
Now to make the seats. Jones. Hayes. He's up
To go to the visitor's side. Home for you. It is a
that you could take that down. Existing Yankee put to a tough situation because the ball is short. Williams Bob last year, 10 games, did not pitch. Bob Seymour at the plate.
is reporting that Hampton underwent by the post.
Can also be streamed live.
The Yankees had high hopes for his news.
And now he begins the rehab process.
2023.
1-1, 1 on, 1 out. Yankees lead. That allows Williams to reach. And a push bunt. In on the hands. Slow roller. Going to be a 1 out. Lined and right. Kevin Stevens spent.
Was born in Tucson, Arizona. Went to the University of Texas.
Line to right field. It is a base hit in front of Mangum. So pinch hit sing.
Put up really good numbers. 302 average, 3.
Well, is it Rodriguez? So it's first and third and nobody out for the Yanks in the bottom.
Spent his entire season at AAA.
Struck out and singled the center, 1 for 2. Look, see his patience up there.
The Yankee staff like balance. You can go Goldschmidt, in your 6th hole. Now you're already down to 7.
Oh, beautiful diving play by Mangum. He's going to fire first.
That because the right fielder wasn't attempting to go home. He was going to take that.
Pops it up. Now to make the seats. Jones. Oh, Menendez is warming up for the Rays. Outs. He's up.
Play the race and have to go to the visitor's side. The visitor is in a place that has typically been home for you.
In our bed.
It is a
NY that hangs from the ceiling. There's no way that you could take that down. Create a team branded atmosphere. Existing Yankee. They've been great about it as well. You know, they got put into a tough situation because of ground ball is short. Williams bobble. AAA with Detroit last year, 10 games, did not pitch. Bob Seymour at the plate.
Greg Joyce of the New York Post is reporting that Hampton underwent high hopes for. Again, that was first reported by the Post.
I want to talk against the Blue Jays in Dunedin. Can also be streamed live.
Someone the Yankees had high hopes for. He's of the most concern, and now the Yankees get that news.
Deliberate over it. They got it done, and now he begins the rehab process.
6. 2023.
Carson Williams fouls it away, so 1-1, 1 on, 1 out. Yankees lead. Goes into left field. That allows Williams to reach. And a push bunt. Right in on the hands. Slow roller. Going to be he's a tying run now at the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. Lined and right.